Greetings, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Siobhan, and I am the proud owner and host of today's show, The Comfy Couch. Our topic today is going to be about our drum roll, please. Woo! That was my Prince drum roll. Did y'all hear? All right, just playing. All right, our topic today is going to be about thoughts. Everyone has heard the phrase, you are what you eat. Yes, y'all can say yes because I know y'all saying yes. Every one of us has heard that. The same thing goes for our thoughts. We are what we think. Okay? If we daily think and get our minds and our wheels turning about negativity, what are we going to produce in our lives? Negative things, negative people, negative auras, okay? All of that, we're going to produce negative atmospheres and negative environments. Now, remember, I'm coming to you with a spiritual sense. So it is more than that underneath, under the surface, because we could get into generationally the patterns about how negativity and all of those things that are bad for our natural inhabitants of our thoughts daily, how they come, how the doors were open, and all of that. That's for a later date, okay? I want to give y'all tidbits, just a little bit. That is for a later date. Right now, we're just surface talking about how we think. Now, going to positivity, it's the same thing. If you generate positivity, you generate a positive atmosphere, you generate a positive aura, you generate positive people, you generate positive things so that they can fall into place so that you can become well. I want to get to how we are up at night with our thoughts. And yes, I linked there because I know it is a lot of people that suffer with having to go to sleep because whatever happened in life today crowds our mind tonight. And we have no idea the healthy way to reel that in. Okay? There are more ways than one to try to get a cap on those thoughts that come to try to quench you and your peace at night. If you believe in praying, absolutely, by all means necessary. That is my first go to. If you believe in something that is tranquil and calming your senses and your atmosphere, pray. However, like I said, I'm never going to push anything on anybody. Do something that works for you. If you need to call someone that you know is up to have a quick 15-minute, 20-minute session to just unload the pressures of your day, by all means necessary, do that. If you need to write it out, by all means necessary, do that. It is so valuable to your mental health to have a journal. Okay, I know a lot of people don't like to write, type, whatever nowadays. It is so helpful. That is a part of a therapeutic process that when you start to heal the correct way, you naturally just go to. You naturally just start to write down your thoughts, your day, your plans, your ideas. This helps. It is a lot of great planners and journals out there on Amazon that will give you the shift to help you get acclimated in putting your mind down on paper. Yes, that is absolutely possible. I will sit and I will start to journal for 15 minutes and I look at the clock and I've wrote for about 45 minutes. Not even thinking that my day was that long. I thought I had a pretty good day. And it's not about good or bad. It's just about us unlocking what we carry up here. How many of us day to day know that when the night comes, we don't want to fall asleep because we're going to think too much? Like I said in a previous video, we have to learn how to pay attention to signs. The restless leg syndrome, all of this teeth grinding, depending on how our eyes move. I mean, you ain't gonna know that because you're sleeping. But if you take the moment to just adjust yourself to see your rhythm and your patterns about how you go to sleep and how you rest, you will see that it is something off. And that is our minds telling us, hey, I'm crowded. I need somewhere to be unlocked and to release, and for you to let me get out of this space so that when it's time, 11:30 p.m., for me to lay down or whatever time you go to sleep, you can go and be peaceful, okay? You can snore the paint off the walls. Let me not say snore, because snoring is mixed in with other things as well that for your health and the physicality sense. We can talk about that on another day. But to just be at peace, y'all, we need to learn that. Just think about how better our morning is when we wake up, when we sleep in peace. Just think about how our day can be planned better when we wake up and we feel vivacious to face another day in this life, on this journey, on this healing journey, on this growing journey, on this family journey, on a parent journey, on a business journey, everything. Just think about how much calm and tranquility becomes ours when we tackle our thoughts and when we get in good with knowing what real peace is, okay? Certain situations, people, environments, if they do not bring you peace, goodbye, okay? Healthy ways to say you are impeding on my foundation that I worked very hard to build. When I started my healing journey, it took me a minute to learn what real peace was. I grew up in a regular black brown community environment. I grew up in the projects. Initially, in the beginning, my mother worked very hard to make sure we came out of that. And I want people to understand the beginning is not your ending. I just wanted to put that tidbit of encouragement in there. Thank you, Mom, for plowing and tilling and doing what you did to make sure all five of us made it up out the hood. Shouts out to you. But seriously, initially we started in the projects in Arkansas. She paved a way for us to get out of there and for us to be established in better. Now, let's just say, what if my mindset never left the projects in Arkansas? 3306 East 9th Street, Little Rock, Arkansas. Shout out to you. East End, what's up? Even though it's not the East End anymore. I think it's an airplane something now, but Arkansas, shout out to you. I love you guys. I miss you guys so much. Back, I'm reeling it back in. What if my thoughts stayed in the East End? What if my mentality never grew up on my healing journey? Because yes, we can heal, but are we healing the right way? Are we healing our thoughts the right way? Are we healing our emotions the right way? Are we healing our hearts and spirits the right way? Because I was healing, but my healing was still stuck in a hood chick project mentality. That's not diminishing anybody that is there now or that has come out of it. Because as I stated, I have came from that environment. And by the grace of God, my mother worked us out of there with prayer and trusting that her children wouldn't be a product of that. Okay. But as I got older, I made some decisions that left me in that lane of still being in the East End and having that mentality of my thought process is this because this is what I saw. My thought process is this because this is what I grew up in. When I broke down the walls and I started to chip away thoroughly, because we be playing with our healing, y'all. We go in with this javelin and we throw it, and then at the end we catch it so we can ricochet, so we can pull it back. Because we playing. We don't. Sometimes healing it is messy. You see yourself going far to the left and you get scared. You want to come back right. And you sometimes have to veer out and venture out to get your healing. And that's what I did. I was playing with it. Wasn't concerned about getting to the core of what really was affecting me. I just wanted to surface everything. Siobhan, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. You just look very deep in thought. Oh no, I'm fine. And underneath, if that person that asked me was I okay, if they had 13 hours to sit and listen to me about why my thoughts was keeping me up and why my thoughts had me just so out of sorts and why my thoughts had me focused on my life and not work and how my thoughts had me focused on how I'm going to provide instead of just speaking peace in my atmosphere, I would have picked it up sooner. But thank God for grace because He brings a lot of things back around so we can conquer them the correct way. I want you guys to conquer your thoughts the correct way. There are bad ways to do things and there are good ways to do things. Take this opportunity to check your thoughts the correct way because when we don't get our thoughts in check, you better believe that 9 times out of 10, they will absolutely check you. And I mean that in the non funniest way. Because you can be sitting here today with a thought of despair. You can be sitting here today with a thought of depression. You can be sitting here today with a thought of homicide. You can be sitting here today with a thought of suicide, a thought of low self esteem, a thought of work. Nothing good, okay? Unworthiness, rejection, bitterness, not thinking that people care about you, not thinking that people love you, not thinking that people have time for you, but you give so much to somebody else. Those thoughts, those things that nag at us daily, if we don't get those in check, we sit in that vomit of what they tell us, which is the enemy. Let's just call it what it is. It's the enemy. But we sit there in that quicksand of thoughts trying so hard for somebody else to pull us out of our thoughts. And we just sinking in deeper every time we think that person is going to come along and save us. We're thinking that the person can help save us. And the only person that can fix my thoughts in the earth plane, the only person that can fix my thoughts in the earth realm is the person that's in this skin. I can't have anybody jump in my mind and say, this is that, and this, change this is that, and this is. We have to do the work. We have to be accountable for how we think. We have to be accountable for our emotions and how we react. We have to be accountable for pretty much all things in our life, especially if you're an adult. Accountability. And you have to hold yourself accountable to tend to your mental health garden like it is a real garden with some delicious fruit and vegetables that you can snack on, that you ain't even got to worry about washing off and cleaning, okay? Some healthy, thriving fruit, some healthy grapes that you can go to the vineyard and pull out the vine and be like, ooh, there's some good wine off a grape, okay? We have to learn how to macerate our thoughts in a healthy way that doesn't boil us down to making us feel as if we're nothing. Because negativity will do that. Learn positive pathways, segues, and avenues, like I always say, to hone in your thoughts. Because when you change your thought patterns and when you change your thought process, my God, see how better you will view the world. See how much better you will view the person that's sitting next to you. See how much better you will view yourself intrinsically and extrinsically. See how much you'll view your job, your work life, your home life, the things that go on now with a positive connotation. Who wants to wake up negative every day? Not I. I don't want to do it. I'm not doing it, okay? I made a choice. It was a constant battle. Shout out to Joyce Meyer for The Battlefield of the Mind. If you have never read that book, pick it up. It is absolutely astounding. My mother gave it to me when I was 12. I am younger now. And I still to this day, as an adult, I absolutely still read it because it is still absolutely valid, okay? Help yourself. Let's put down the phone, people. I said it. I said it. Let's put down our cell phones. Let's get off of social media for an hour or 7. Y'all thought I was going to say 2. No, I said 7. 7 is the number of completion. Let's get off of social media for an hour or 7 and pick up a book for insight and go read up on some of these instructions that are out there to tend to our mental health garden. Let's go have a tea conversation instead of mixing alcohol with our tea. I said it. I said it. I'm not taking it back. Instead of mixing tea and making hot toddies, I think that's what it's called. Finding healthy vices to channel our thoughts through. That journaling, it really works. Talking to somebody actually really works. Going for a walk to clear your mind is healthy for your body and it's healthy for your mind. It really works. Finding a solid foundation of comfort, that really works. And we really need to kick it in high gear so that our thoughts don't become a cesspool of filth. Don't nobody want to be around filth. And I made that face because that's how I feel about filth. It's filthy. Because when our minds become filthy, our hearts become filthy, y'all. And when our hearts become filthy, our souls is not far behind that, my loves. And then we sit in what? Exactly. I love you guys. If you need any further assistance in learning how to correctly channel your thoughts and opening up new patterns about how you should be thinking. There is a way about how you should be thinking. There is positive ways. This is not to say that I'm coming on here to tell you, oh, you have to do these 3 things to make sure that you're safely thinking. I'm making sure your spirit knows, okay, that it can combat all negativity that's in this world. That's what I'm saying. Because when your spirit gets it in check, it flows in a sense up to your mind and they work with your heart and your emotions and they start to create something beautiful like God intended so that we can live harmoniously and not be in detriment of negativity and sour thoughts. Okay, y'all? Any further assistance, please reach out to the Comfy Couch. I am always available to help. If you need encouragement, anything, if you don't want the Comfy Couch's assistance, find assistance in your village of people, okay? Please, you can follow me on Facebook at The Comfy Couch with my logo. Follow me on Instagram at The Comfy Couch LLC 1. Like, share, subscribe, okay, to the regular network so that you can see more of our lovely creators and episodes of the Comfy Couch. You know what? And I think I'm gonna change episodes and say sessions of the Comfy Couch because this is our intimate time to talk to each other. So instead of saying episodes, let's start the sessions, okay? Let's get our mental health in check, all right, so that we can be better for ourselves and everyone around us. I love you guys. If no one said that they love you, I do. And I mean it. All right. Have a good day.